Time Pat, we back with another video. Y'all females are showing every day why y'all single and getting tossed around, because the stupidity that comes out your mouth is gonna leave you single, and you leaving other women single. Ladies, be careful who you taking that advice from, because Jesus, bro. Let's get into this. We're gonna find out ways to find out that a man is broke when dating them. Let's hear the reasoning. Listen.
Some signs that'll tell you a man is broke. I was gonna make this video regardless, but I decided to attach it to this question right here, or should I say, non-material signs that'll tell you a man is broke. If you ever go somewhere with a man, right, and he stops and he's talking to the guy at the door for a really long time. Matter of fact, even if you don't know this man, say you're like in a restaurant or a lounge or something, and a guy comes in and he's standing at the door. Let me use this as a prop. Talking to the guy at the door, looking at his phone for a really long time, acting like they have so much to talk about, and he's showing him stuff, and he's just standing there for like at least 20 minutes. Believe it or not, he's trying to make himself look special. He's trying to make himself look important. Now, I know a couple of you are going to say, no, that's wrong. Maybe they really know each other and they're trying to catch up. Yeah, yes and no, but especially if you're with him and he's doing that and you're just making a wave. Secondly, what would tell you a man is...
Okay. So you know my financial status because we went to a restaurant or a club or wherever, and I started talking to the guy at the door for a little minute. So I'm broke now. So you mean to tell me all the times I went to the club on South Beach and I seen females walking up to the front and talking to the security guard and they were standing there, they were broke because they were trying to get in for free or waiting for the club promoter or whatever, they were broke? You can't make this shit off. It's coming out her mouth. Listen to the next one.
Broke if he takes you somewhere and he's automatically trying to act like he knows the owner, and he's like, where's such and such? If you really know the owner and you're cool with him like that, you're going to text him before you get there and you're going to tell him, hey, I'm coming through. Why are you screaming loudly across wherever asking for the owner? I don't get it. Because they want to make themselves seem important, make themselves seem like they have money. If a man comes off...
Okay. She didn't even get to the third one, but I can see where she's going. Because basically the first one and the second one is two in the same. Somebody showing off doesn't mean they're broke, or trying to be noticed doesn't mean they're broke. Yeah, she has a point, but ladies, if you're basing on your reason why you won't date him or why you're dating him, if those are the reasons, they're just stupid reasons. I'm just gonna call it what it is. The dumbest reason. You can't even predict that. He could be arrogant. He could be a show-off. But broke. Until you go into somebody's bank account or see his debt ratio or whatever the case may be, this is the only time you can tell if somebody's broke. You can't even really tell, because somebody could be holding their money in a Fidelity or something, which you can't get to right away like that to pull out money. You can, but it's not like it's my bank account. Sometimes I used at one point I used to keep like $200 in my bank account, and all my money was going to my Coinbase account so I can invest. We need to stop with these stupid reasons. Y'all gonna lose out on people or whatever. Now, if you don't like somebody because of their arrogance or make them being a show off, okay, I can give you that. We can say that, but calling them broke because of those reasons doesn't make any damn sense. You're just making shit up. It doesn't make shit up. Just like I just gave you the analogy of the women standing outside waiting for the club promoter. Should I say these females are broke? At the end of the day, nobody wants to spend money. When I go to the club, I can buy $100 bottle, $200 bottle. If I'm gonna get it for free, why would I spend money? We gotta stop this shit, broke. When you see, I can tell some of y'all never done business for yourself or whatever. When I do business and I go to buy something, I'm at 5, 6 different stores who see who's going to give me the cheapest price. If it's going to save me $10, I'm going to buy it from the person that's selling it $10 less. It's just economical. It's just business. Stop the stupidity. Stop listening to this nonsense.
Very arrogant. He is broke. Now I know what y'all saying.
Okay, you can say a person's being arrogant with those reasons, but calling them broke don't mean shit. There's you got P. Diddy, you got all these people. Are they broke? Come on, man, stop it. Stop it.
There's men with money that are arrogant. If he comes out very, very arrogant, he is broke. Also, let's say if he takes you out to eat and he starts chewing like on a toothpick or a straw or something, and it's like he's ignoring you, like looking at his phone, like that really arrogant type of behavior, he's broke.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, just because they're pretty doesn't mean they're smart. This is the issue. They get knocked down just like the ugly ones. And it's the same situation as the ugly ones. The reason she just gave of the man picking his teeth or whatever, or ignoring you, he just doesn't have etiquette. He doesn't know how to dine. That's just like most of you females. Y'all always asking men to go to these expensive restaurants where you don't eat all the food. You don't even like the food there, but you just want him to go and spend money and blow money for no fucking reason. And then you guys don't even know how to use your fork and knife when you go there. You guys don't even know how to place your fork and knife when you go there. It's called etiquette. He doesn't have etiquette. Doesn't mean he's broke. There's a lot of rich people that don't have etiquette. There's a lot of people from the ghetto that get money and start going to these restaurants and they're eating these certain foods. They don't even know how to chew their food. They don't know how to cut their food right. They don't know how to use the right utensils. You have no etiquette. Doesn't mean you broke.
If he barely has a personality, he is broke, because obstacles build character and personality. So if you have it like that, how did you make it to this point and still have no personality? And the broke men who actually have personality, those are the broke men who are around other celebrities. Those are the broke men who are around all walks of life, and they just basically inherited that personality from other people's energy. Lastly, if he ghosts you, broke. The only way I would say the only thing that would make me feel like he had a reason to do that is if you guys met on social media and he saw you in person and you look nothing like what you look like on social media. Then you probably deserved it. But
if he ghosted you, you're the problem. If you already gave up the cheeks, you're the problem. If you're showing that you're a gold digger, you're the problem. No man's gonna ghost a woman that especially if you gave it to him already and it was good. He's gonna go back for second, thirds, and fourths. I don't think niggas is doing one hits anymore. They're coming back. So if he ghosts you, you're the issue. And like I said, you see it. It doesn't matter if you're pretty or not. Doesn't mean they're gonna talk intelligently. There's gonna be nonsense that come out their mouth. Nothing's worse than going out with a woman and there's straight nonsense coming out of her mouth, or she's regurgitating something she heard from the internet. I can sit down with a person. I could sit down with a woman or a man, and when they start talking, or we talking about a topic, I can tell that she everything that's coming out her mouth, she just repeated everything verbatim of something somebody else said. Lets me know you don't think for yourself. whether it's true or not. Most of the time, it's not even a true topic. You're just repeating somebody else verbatim something somebody else said, which is crazy.
He took you out 2 or 3 times, and then y'all did what y'all did, and he ghosted you. He's broke.
No, he just found a hoe and he's done with her. How you don't want 3, 4 times and you ready to give him the cheeks? Y'all be careful with these ones that's ran through, man. When you date these girls, women too, find out their history, find out what problems they have, find out who they dealt with before. Because y'all have kids, man, y'all gonna be stuck, man. Good luck, man. Well, let me know what y'all think in the comments, because this don't make no goddamn sense. It's your boy PrimeTimePat. Holla.